Alright, well, let's look at our deck builder, and I'm just gonna... Okay, let's... Here, I'm gonna hide everything but... Okay, let's do by cost. So we're gonna make a quick growth order deck. Now, I like Binding Root, so we're gonna need that. Blessing of Haste would be awesome. This is Blood Boil. I don't really use it in my current deck. When a enchanted unit takes damage, increase unit attacked by 1. That's good if you have a high heart unit. Well, we're not going to use the bunnies. Callback. This allows you. This is an order spell, by the way. Target unit you control is returned to your hand. I don't know if we're going to use that. We're going to take all 3 of these crossbowmen. They only cost 1 resource in the order community. Dryatic Power is really good. We'll take all 3 of those. Elan Vital will take 1. Eye of the Eagle, we're going to take all 3. I'll probably trim some of these out after we see how many cards we have in our hand. Focus is an attack buff, +3 to attack, so we're going to take all 3 of those. Horde of Ages, all units opponent controls have their move decreased by 1 until the end of the opponent's turn. I don't really know what that's going to do for us. Hymn is a healing spell. I'll take 1, I guess. Illthorn Seed, if a unit dies, an Illthorn bush grows in its place. I don't think we need that. Junkyard, it's just a structure, a wall structure, 3 hearts. Let's take all 3 of those for now. I don't think we really need them, but Leeching Ring, I'll take 1 of those. I don't play this in my regular hand, but when enchanted creature deals damage, enchanted creature is healed by as much health as its original countdown. So basically, it's healed by its countdown, not by its not by how much damage it does or whatever. Nutrition. Sacrifice target unit you control and add that unit's cost to your current resources. So again, it's just a way of getting extra points during a turn. New orders. All your units have their move increased by 1 until the end of the turn. You can use that on Dryatic units, I think, because it basically Dryatic what's it called? Dryatic Power decreases their move by 1. New orders would increase their move by 1, so they're back to moving again. Pother, target unit is moved to a random unoccupied adjacent tile, and you draw a scroll. It's just a pain in the neck, but it could be helpful. Powerbound, when enchanted unit you control is destroyed, increase your order by 1. Well, that's just free order, basically, so we'll take all 3 of those. Purification, remove all enchantments from target unit, very good for buffed creatures. Ragged Wolf, we need all those. Resonant Helm, enchanted unit's health is healed by 1 every time you play a spell or enchantment. We'll take 1 of those. Royal Infantryman, all other creatures you control in the same row as Royal Infantryman gain 1 health. So he only has a 1 attack, and he has a 2 cooldown and 2 hearts, but he's a buff for everyone else. So let's take 3 of those. Or 2, I only have 2, but whatever. Sin-Marked Zealot, when countdown is 0, Sin-Marked Zealot can be sacrificed to deal 2 damage to a target unit. He does 1 damage normally, but he can do 2 if you want to sacrifice him. So it's a pretty handy card. Summons, draw 1 structure from your library. It's really good for stuff that happens to be behind enemy lines. It can't be hit. Draws 1 structure from your library. We'll take 1 of those, I guess. Here, let's get them ordered. Transposition, switches places of 2 new units you control, and you get to draw a scroll. I don't know if I'd ever use it, but it's free scrolls, so let's put it in our pile, and then we can eliminate it. Father of the Wild gives you 1 growth. While he's in play, we'll take 1 of those. Vengeance Veil, enchanted unit receives damage. Its countdown is decreased by 1. I don't know. Vitriol Aura, it just poisons your unit. I don't know if we need that. Bear Paw, that's a buff. We'll take all 3 of those for now. Champion Ring, we're going to take all the ones we have of those. And then Crimson Bull, we'll take all of those. Crown of Strength, this costs 2 order resource points. Enchanted unit gains +1 to attack and +2 health. That's pretty good. We'll take 2 of those. Let's see. Desert Memorial. When Desert Memorial comes into play, increase energy by 1. That's an energy buff. We don't need that one. Divine Mark. This is a really good one. When an enchanted creature is destroyed, it is returned to owner's hand. If it was killed by damage from another unit, that unit is returned to its owner's hand. So basically, you get to take out the guy that killed you with that. Okay. Ducal Infantryman. We already have 51 cards, by the way, and we're not even halfway. We're on F, or on D, actually. All of the units you control in the same row as Ducal Infantryman gain +1 attack. I'm not going to take him just because we need to limit the amount of stuff. We need a lot more cards. I'm going to take all 3 of these Eternal Statues, knowing that I'm probably going to get rid of one. Faith Blessing. Target you control takes 2 damage. Your idol on that row is healed by 4. Interesting Sacrifice. We'll take one of those. Flip. Move target opponent unit to any unoccupied tile on opponent's board. So you can move someone to a useless area. So we'll take that. I can imagine using that with Binding Root would be a very effective way of really messing with someone. Frost Gale does 1 damage to all units. Frost Wind adds +1 countdown to target unit and all adjacent units. So we'll take one of those. Gravehawk, we don't really need her. She gets buff from Gravelocks. She's relentless, but her attack is only 1. But she gets +1 attack for every Gravelock you control. We don't. That's an energy unit. Illthorns, we'll take them just because we need structures and we'll edit later. Kabonk. Deal 1 damage to target unit and draw a scroll. So 3 of those. Kinfolk Brave. We'll take all 3 of those. Obelisk. This is a order wall. We'll take both of those we have. Plate Armor. All combat damage to enchanted unit is decreased by 1. And that's permanent as long as the unit's alive. So we'll take 2 of those. So far we have 70 scrolls in our hand. We're going to have to do some editing. Let's see. Ranger's Bane is the poison thing that I always play, so we'll take those. Sandpack Memorial gives you energy. We don't need that. Sister of the Fox lets you draw a card. Stonepack Memorial, when it comes into play. Okay, this is something we can use. When Stonepack Memorial comes into play, increase order by 1. It costs growth, but it gives you order. So we'll take all 3 for now. Thought Trap. Target unit's countdown is doubled. And so we'll take all 3 of those, knowing that I'm going to throw some away. Vitality Well is the healing thing that I always use. We'll take one of those. Woodland Memorial costs 2 order, but it gives you 1 growth. So we're going to take that. Decimation. All units on target row lose 1 health. Opponent's idol on that row loses 2 health. That costs 3 order. I'll go ahead and take it just in case. Druid Burial Ground, we love that. That gives you free health to all adjacent units. Let's see here. Frostbeard. We have 82 scrolls now. We're going to take some down, don't worry. Okay, hey Hart. I just saw your comment there. Yeah, I agree. But sometimes you have units that are behind walls or something like that, and you know, like with energy. So at least it's doing something. You know what I mean? At least it's taking out. I'm just putting everything out there, and then we're gonna go through and trim. I mean, I can't play with a hand with 82 cards. That's just patently ridiculous. So, I don't think we're gonna take any Frostbeard. Heritage costs 3 order. When enchanted unit you control is destroyed, draw 2 cards. I don't think we're gonna take that. Metempsychosis? I don't know. Target unit you control is resummoned on the same tile. Basically, if something is about to die because of poison or something else, you can cast this spell, and he basically pops right back out. Or if he has Ember Bonds from the energy guys. Royal Skirmisher costs 3. I'm not trying not to take anything that costs 3 or 2 or more from order, so we're going to skip Royal Spearman. Rumble, I don't ever play this in my growth deck. Opponent's units move 1 step to a random adjacent tile. It's not really that useful. If they're on the edge, all it does is slide them over. If there's no room, they won't do anything anyway. Speed, target unit's countdown is decreased by 3. It costs 3 resource points. We're going to skip it. We are going to take these Waking Stones, however. All damage dealt to Waking Stones is reduced to 1. So it's going to take, no matter what, it's going to take 3 attacks to kill a Waking Stone. So that's a very good wall. We'll take those. Ancestral Totem, we only have 1. We'll take it. We're up to 86 cards. Yeah, I'm using I'm just trying out an order growth deck. I already have one, but it's kind of a mess, so I thought we'd just do it on camera. Let's see. Brother of the Wolf, we'll take all 3 of those for now. Ducal Skirmishers, Spearmen, that costs 4. Fertile Soil is a good spell, we'll take that. Mangy Wolf, we need those. Pushback, it's a great spell, but it does cost 4 order. I don't even know if we'll ever have 4 order in our hand. We'll skip that. Unleash Inner Power, we're going to skip that one. Wildling we don't need. We're going to take our Great Wolves. We're going to take our Kinfolk Veterans, because there we go. The Rallying spells. Royal Vanguard, no. Essence Feast. This is a great spell. For each unit you control, heal your idol on the same row by 1. Beast creatures deal double damage to idols on this turn. We'll take 1 just for the fun of it. Honorable General, that's an order spell that costs 6. Quake, we'll take 1 of those instead of the usual 2. Imperial Resources is a great order spell. I have 3 of these now. Draw 2 cards. Your idols are healed by 1. All your units are healed by 1. Increase order by 1. So it's very powerful. It does take 7 resources though. Kinfolk Jarl, we'll take a couple of these guys. God Hand, it's like the end game. All your units are increase their attack by 1. Or by 2 until the end of the turn and have their countdown decreased by 2. So, okay, that's 106 scrolls. So let's go start chopping out. Oh, I don't know, but I don't think that was me, but that's interesting. There's also a bug where if you play Waking Stones, I don't know if you saw in one of my online live streams from last week. But if you play Waking Stone and then you put Plate Mail on it, it takes 0 damage. Yeah. Okay, so let's see. We have 3 Bear Paws, I think, right? Yeah, we have 3. So I'm going to put one of those away. Let's see. Oh, there's so many cards I can't even... This deck organizer... Yeah, I'll be honest, I've never played God's Hand. It turns out it always seems to be a card I cash in for other cards or whatever. But if you have enough resources and you have a lot of units on the field, it's the win card, you know. But you know, I never really get up to 8 resources because I'd rather have cards at that point. Brother of the Wolf, we'll only put 2 of those out instead of 3. Champion Ring can use it all the time, so we'll use that. Crown of Strength is good. Divine Mark, Dryadic Power, we have 3 of those. Let's try 2. Eternal Statue, let's see. We're going to knock all the structures down to 2 since we have extra structures now. Oh boy, it's so hard to use this organizer. Okay, the junkyard, let's get rid of 1 of the junkyards, and let's see, Obelisk, where are you? Obelisk. And then, okay. Kinfolk Brave, Mangy wolf. I want to keep all my wolves. I'm going to get rid of the nutrition spell. Okay, we're down to 99 cards. Wow. Almost manageable. Almost just under twice as many as we should have. Wait, let's do 2 waking stones, I guess. We already have 1 of those already. I'm going to get rid of the Father of the Wild, I guess. Transposition, I'll get rid of 1 for now. Thought Trap, let's knock it down to 2. Summons, Stone Pack Memorial. We're just to play 1 of those Stone Pack Memorials. Hold on a second. Okay. Oh, come on, I can't even get to that card. Here it is. Blood Boil, I never played this card, so I'm going to get rid of it. Crossbowman, we're going to stay. Decimation, I think it's too expensive, although it's a cool card. We're going to get rid of it. Divine Mark we'll keep. Down to 91 cards. Let's see. Eye of the Eagle, let's just keep 1 of them. I hate to do that, but Faith Blessing, I only have 1 of those. Flip, it's cute, but I don't know if we really need it. Kabonk, let's knock that down. Yeah, basically, just take the cheapest order stuff and put it out there. You know, the crossbowmen and the infantrymen that give you the royal infantrymen that give you a health buff, and then a couple things like the obelisks and the waking wall. Just sort of use more of the defensive stuff, but mostly just concentrate on overwhelming rush strategy. Maybe I have too many. Maybe I should just do 1 wall of each kind or something. New orders. I'm gonna get rid of the new orders card. I never played the Leeching Ring. Let's see. What is this, Kabonk? Let's knock it down to 2 Kabonks. The one good thing is it says here how many spells and enchantments you have and how many structures and creatures you have. Like right now we have 24 creatures, 15 structures, 27 spells, and 19 enchantments. So we're really spell and enchantment heavy. So I probably need to concentrate on getting rid of some of those. Let's see. Faith Blessing. How did that work out for you? I think just for the sake of getting less cards in my hand, I'm gonna get rid of God Hand, because I've never played it. We have 2 Illthorns. Oh, okay. He says his laptop's still in the shop, so he hasn't actually played yet. Let's see. It's so hard, right? I mean, I wish I could play all the cards. Okay, I'm gonna get rid of Pother, because that's just I don't know if that's really a spell I would ever really use. It's kind of just cutesy. It's like a wah wah spell, you know. It's like, oh look, I moved your guy across the field. I mean, it can be effective when he's about to charge through and you can randomly transport someone to a dead, to an idol that's already been crushed or whatever. Okay, we're down to 83 cards. So we're doing terribly, basically. Sinmart. We have 2 of these guys. Okay, let's see what we can get. how many of the Jarls did I get? Kinfolk Jarl. Okay, I have 2 Jarls. Let's put 1 Jarl back. Kinfolk Veterans. Mangy Wolf. Should we just do 2 Mangy Wolves? I hate to do that. Kabonk. Okay, 81 cards. How many cards do you think? Yeah, yeah, it's quite a lot. I agree. I mean, we have 2 Waking Stones. We have 1 Vitality Well. 1 Summons, which doesn't really. We have 1 Stone Pact Memorial, which gives you uses growth to create an order, which I think is important. And then I have the other memorial, Woodland Memorial. Where is it? Or did I put it back? UV. Huh, maybe I put it back. I thought I played it. Oh, here it is. Woodland Memorial right here. That uses order to get growth. So I kind of think those should stay. Junkyards, I have 2 of those. 2 Illthorns. And 2 Eternal Statues. And 2 Obelisks. Sorry about the headphones there. Alright, let's just do 1 Waking Stones then, because they're pretty expensive, and who knows if I'll even be able to play those. Let's see. I think okay, I'm going to get rid of one of the purification spells we have. And I want to get one of these power bound spells. That brings us down to 78. That's almost playable. I mean, it's ridiculous, but it's almost playable at that point. Maybe I'll get rid of one of these crossbowmen. Let's see. And then let's see. Brother of the Wolf, we need those. Champion rings, I like those. Basically, I'm just trying to get some of these. Maybe I'll just do 1 Crown of Strength. Yeah. Well, I kept 2. Do you think I should put them back? Here. Here, I'll tell you what. Let's just. I'm just gonna. We'll just call this growth order. Oh, FOGO live stream. So we're gonna go to the arena. We're just gonna play with 78 cards, and let's play a quick match.